they teach you about Nazi Germany, right? And they tell you that Hitler was just trying to kill the Jews, right? Well, this is Nazi Germany right here. And this is a black man in a concentration camp named Johnny Volsky. Johnny Volsky led a revolt in the concentration camp. You understand what I'm saying? And this man, this document, you can go look him up. His name is John, V-O-S-T-E, Johnny Volsky, and he led a revolt in the concentration camp. So why don't they teach you in your school books that there was black people in Germany when Hitler was trying to kill all the Jews?
I know that.
Huh? So and the thing about it is, here goes here's another picture. Here's a little black girl. Here's a little black girl right here in the middle of all these white kids. And here goes a black soldier. And here goes another little black kid with a swastika on his chest around most of the white kids. What happened, what they don't tell you about World War I, when Germany lost to World War I, France took over Germany and took Algerian soldiers to occupy Germany. So Algerian soldiers are from Africa. So that Algeria was a colony of France. So when France took the black soldiers and took them over there to Germany, the white women went crazy. They seen all the black men, they said, oh, I want to get with that. They had all these black kids. They called them the Rhineland bastards. And that's Rhineland, which means Germany, and they called them bastards because they had mixed blood. They were black. So what happened is prior to them going to to put them in the concentration camp, they went on a sterilization campaign and sterilized everybody what they call, what term they call mulatto, half black and half white. You understand what I'm saying? So he sterilized them all. So what happened, it was all these people that was getting sterilized, but they only tell you about the Jews. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't tell you about the rest of the people that they sterilized. Now the thing about it is that they go around sterilizing people quite often. Have you ever heard of the Tuskegee experiment when they gave the black man syphilis? See, they let you know about certain things, but they don't let you know about the other things that they were doing. Like in Puerto Rico, when they had this thing called La Operación. In Puerto Rico, for 40 years, the same amount of time that they sterilized people, they gave the black men in Alabama, Tuskegee, Alabama, the syphilis. They were 40 years, they were sterilizing Puerto Rican women in Puerto Rico. You understand what I'm saying? And the poor Puerto Rican, they were sterilizing them for 40 years. So what happens is they'll tell you about one thing, but they won't tell you about the other. You understand what I'm saying? And what happens, so the whole point of it is, another thing they won't tell you about. This man right here, and I always tell people about him, his name was OTA BENGA. OTA BENGA was a black man that was forced to live in the Bronx Zoo with a monkey. And this is the proof right here. This guy right here, OTA BENGA. It's right here, picture him with the monkey. He was forced to live in the Bronx Zoo with a monkey to prove, y'all heard of Darwin? Y'all ever heard of Darwin's theory of evolution? Yeah. Well, that was to prove his theory. They had him live in the first they tricked him to come from Africa. Well, this man right here, Madison Grant, another man named William Z. Ripley, another man named William Z. Ripley, Madison Grant. These guys were philanthropists. You ever heard of philanthropists? People that are rich that put money in certain places. You know, say they might make a museum or they might do this, that, and the other. Well, these guys are philanthropists, and they suggested that they bring people from Africa and bring them in the World's Fair. So when they brought them to Africa, they brought them in the World's Fair because like they were short, they were different sizes, they were looking at the different black people as like it's almost like, you know, like they were animals. So what happened, they brought him from the World's Fair. So after the World's Fair, he liked the man that brought him from Africa. So he kept him, he put him in the Museum of Natural History, across the street from Central Park. Yeah. They put him in there first, and they made him walk around with a duck suit. They made him walk around with a duck suit, and he got pissed off, and he got mad, and they made him walk around with a duck suit. So he used to go around throwing stuff at the white people, running around the museum so they couldn't find him, and embarrassing them while the museum was open. So they took him out the Museum of Natural History because they didn't want to send him back to Africa because they wanted to prove the theory. So they took him out the Museum of Natural History, then they put him in the Bronx Zoo. So when they put him in the Bronx Zoo, this was 1904. They put him in the Bronx Zoo to live with the monkey. So what happens is, you know what I'm saying, of course he didn't want to live with no monkey, they disrespecting the man. So what happens is, you know, then they had the preachers came out and they said, yo, that's wrong, this ain't right, you shouldn't be doing that, get him out there. And at that time, the Bronx Zoo used to get 40,000 people every Sunday to come see him. Now, ain't been there 40,000 people in the Bronx Zoo since I was little. Since then. You understand what I'm saying? Since then. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't remember nothing, you don't retain nothing else I said tonight, you remember that they made this man live in the Bronx Zoo with a monkey. So always be that a reminder to you about how they really feel about you.